Om Swastiastu. Okay, my name is Yoga Pratama. I will explain the quantitative research. Okay, quantitative research it is easier to understand the different types of quantitative research design if you consider who the research design for control if the variable in the investigation. And if the research view quantitative data as a continuum on end of the race reflection and design where the variables are not controllables and all and only objective compression amounts variables are only described at the other end of the spectrum. However, are designed which include a very close control of variables and relationship amongst those variables are clearly established in the midst with experiment set moving from one type to the other is arranged which blends those two extremes together. And there are four main types of quantitative research: descriptive, correlational, and experimental research, and type of quantitative research. And the first, descriptive research, seek to test the current status of an identified variable. Thus, research projects are designed to provide cinematic information about the phenomenon. The research does not usually begin with a hypothesis, but is like to develop one order collection after collection data and the analysis, synthesis of the data provide the rest of the hypothesis. Cinematic collections of information requires careful selection of the antecedents and careful measurement of the next as variable. Example of descriptive research and a description of who second grade student step their time learning summer vacation, and a description of the tobacco use habits of teenagers, a description of who parents feel about the 12-month school year, and a description of the attitude of science regarding global warming, and a description of the kids of physical activities that typical culture in nursing home and who frequently occurs, a description of the extent to which elementary teacher as maths manipulative. And the next are correctional research. Attempts to determine the extent of a relationship between two or more variables using statistical data. In this type of design, relationship between a among number of facts are short and integrated type. This type of research will record trends and patterns in data, but it does not go so far in this analysis to power and cause for those observed pattern. Cause and effect is not the basis of all type of observational research to data relationship and distribution of variables are studied. Only variables are not manipulated. There are only identically are studied as the core in a natural setting. Sometimes correlational research is considered a type of descriptive research and not as is one type of research, and no variables are manipulated in the study. And for example of correlational research, and the first the relationship and between interaction and set as them. And the second the relationship between death and anxiety. And the third the relationship between attitude and success in a algebra course. And the next the relationship between ICT and SUS and the first grade. And the next the relationship between the type of university used in any study experiment. And the next the correlation of smoke and lung disease. And the next variable cooperative and experimental research. Attempt to establish cause effect relationship among the variables. The type of design are very similar through experiment, but which some the different and the different and identized variable is identified but not manipulated by the experimenter, and effect of the independent variable on the dependent variable or measured. The research does not remind basic group and must use ions that are naturally formed or pre-existing group identity control group exposed to the treatment. And the next variable are studied and completed to group who to the research and conclusion are made. Determining cues must be done careful as other variable and other variable both now and now should affect the outcome. A casual comparative design study described in a New York Times article the case for kindergarten teacher illustrated who caution must the thoroughly isolated before from relation among variables can be made. And for example of relation research, number one the effect of preschool attendance on social neutrality at the end of the first grade. And the second the effect of taking multivitamin on a student school observations. And the third the effect of gender on algebra experiment. And the next the effect of part-time employment on the experiment of Higgs school student. And the effect of magnet school participant and student study attitude. The effect of one long capacity. Okay, and the next experimental research, and often carried through experimentation use the speculative method to establish the cause effect and relationship among a group of variables that make up a study. The true experimental is often thought of as a laboratory study, but this not for always the case. A laboratory setting has nothing to do with it. A true experiment is any study where effort is made to identify and effort is made to identify and over all other variables except one, an independent variable is manipulated to determine the effect one to different variable subject are randomly assigned to the next and experimental treatment render that interfere in naturally or scoring group. And for example of experimental research, the effect of a new treatment plan on business culture, the effect of positive reinforcement on attitude rival school, and effect of teaching with a complex group and strategy or a traditional lecture and proof one student's experiment, and the effect of systematic preparation and support system on children who were studied for surgery on the amount of psychological absence and compression, and a comparison of the effect of personalized instrumentation of traditional instrument or computational skill. Okay, and the next, the overall structure for qualitative research is based in the scientific method. It uses data type reasoning, where the research from the hypothesis collects data in an investigation of the problem and then use the data from the investigation. After analysis is made and conclusion and share to prove the hypothesis not fail or fail. The basic product of and the next, quantitative design is makes your observation about something that is now explained or new informative correct the readings your problem or issue and hypothesis and explanation for those observation and make a prediction of outcome based on your hypothesis, formulates and plan that's your prediction and collection and process your data. If your prediction was correct, go to step 5. If not, the hypothesis has been proved false, return to step 2 form a new hypothesis based on your new knowledge. And okay, thank you. I close with Brahma Santi. Om Santi 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 Om.